I'm a podcast boy trying to make it. I'm a podcast boy trying to make it. Podcast boy trying to make it. I'm a podcast boy trying to make it. And I got gloves on, so if they don't fit, which they do, you must quit. Good day, people. I am Mokel, and I am running on Sketchy Energy. Yes, I am running on Sketchy Energy. I'm a podcast boy trying to make it. All right, man. So you may be asking yourself, Mokel, why are you here? Because Moke is out of commission right now. Last time I talked to that nigga, the nigga had COVID. And if we know what they're calling this snowvid, because right now it is a nice brisk 50 degrees outside, but it looks like Silent Hill outside. I love the fog. I love the fog. I don't like the fog when it's say midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, you driving through the shit. And if you know me, I live out in the sticks. So it sucks. But Mokel will be back. Mokel, my bad. Moke will be back Sunday. So tomorrow or tonight or whatever you want to call it. I'm trying not to talk too reckless today. Whichever you want to call it, it will be freezing. Freezing. Texas weather, 50 to what is it like? Freezing. Whatever freezing is, that's what it's gonna be. I don't like the cold weather, but it is something as humans, something we gotta fucking deal with. Sorry for the F-bomb. Happy Black History Month or Happy Black Future Month. I don't know. It's one of them. Um, Allegedly, Donna 2 is dropping 2/22, 2022. Do I think it's gonna drop? No, it's gonna be the big who scowl about pushing back labels, features, but hopefully, my man Ye been working on it since Donda 1. Man, so you know me, um, dealing with mental health. Boy, it sucks. I do want to say rest in peace to everybody we have lost. I've been missing my grandparents a lot lately, especially my grandmother. And I guess because I've been using the lotion she used to use the original Jergens, and it just reminds me of her. Oh man, beautiful memories of my grandparents. But sometimes, I love memories. Then again, sometimes I hate memories because I hate to think about it and dwell because I'm a dweller. I am a dweller. So I do want to say rest in peace to my grandparents. Rest in peace to my daughter. Rest in peace to the people that we lost. Rest in peace, Lucia. Rest in peace, everybody. You know, one thing which is weird because what I hate about here is just the whole healthcare thing. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about picking good insurance. I don't know nothing about deductibles, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So me, myself, at work, they're like, "Here you go, sir. You can get your insurance. All the types of insurance: medical, dental, vision, ear, hair, nose, everything." So me, I'm going through it, and so I'm just like, okay, the cheaper I go, I can get it. I can get in. So y'all remember me saying that I was gonna go do start counseling, and my job they give out free counseling, and I need to take them up on the offer, and I be trying to, but it's just people. It don't be in the area, and then the ones I found in the area I called like, oh, we're not taking new people, blah blah blah. I said, cool, it's cool. I'll go through another source. see what's in the network, co-pay some stuff, you know? First appointment. Everything is great. Great. They're like, yo, for your initial, they're like, that's typing. With your insurance, you're good to go. We got you booked. I'm like, cool. Let me come up in there, pay my little 30, 40, maybe $50. So they text nowadays, and they remind you this is what's going on, blah blah blah, yada yada. And they say, for this visit, this is what you had to pay. Drum roll, $500. What? What? 500 bones? So I said, let me go talk to HR. I go talk to HR. And she's like, yeah. You see, what the issue with what you picked is your deductible. And I thought deductible is, I don't know what the hell I thought deductible was, but they were like, yo, you got to pay a rack, $1,000 before you get that that $30 copay. Nigga, what? And so HR was like, yeah, you just gotta whatever. I was like, yo, but the bad thing is that y'all made me pick my insurance and all this shit before I even walked up in the job. Yeah, it's cool. You get insurance off Tiggity. That's dope. But I'm blind picking stuff. I can't talk to nobody. Like, I had my insurance picked out, a week and a half before I started work, before I even been in the building. Crazy. Crazy. I'm just a podcast boy trying to make it. Crazy. And so, me, I'm like, all right, cool. What a brother got to do to switch it up, tweak some things. HR said, Mokel, if that's your real name, Mokel, you got to wait a year. Oh, child. That's not looking at God, and so this is what bothers me, because we are in a society where mental health is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be proactive in dealing with my demons, my trauma, all that. Trying to deal with all that. And I'm coming to the conclusion, yo, I got a lot of things that I keeping the talk. I'm very animated. Sorry, because I'm running on Sketchy Energy. So now I got to do this. Where's the lighter's not in here? I gotta woo-saw this shit because I gotta pay a rack just to pay $30. And I gotta wait a year. So I tell myself, young Mokel, you got a choice to make, young brother. Yes, you can go the job they offer, the freebies, but the freebie is only you get 3 of them. But you can always say, you know what, I ain't rock with that doctor, and I'm like, I'm not trying to nigga this stuff out. I'm not trying to nigga it where I'm just like, third appointment, I don't know, they wasn't rubbing me the right way. Jesus, man. So now I'm faced with, do I break every bone in my body so I can just pay this $1,000 hospital bill or do I just bite the bullet and just start paying these joints out of pocket? God, just talking about it pisses me off, man. But it is what it is. But I need to quit saying, I've been watching a lot of my pods back, and I say but and all this stuff a lot. I gotta stop it. Entonces, so I'm like, what are the ways that I can deal with my just my mental health without alcohol, which I have not drank almost 2 weeks. It's almost 2 weeks. I told myself, I said, yo, um, do you wanna drink for the pod today? Do you want to drink while you talk to people? This is bothering me. I'm sorry. Do you want to drink today? And I almost did. I almost got me a beatbox. Then I said, no, I'm not. Because, sorry, I'm in a good space with alcohol. I'm in a good space not drinking right now. So now I have to figure out ways that I can't just numb it with smoking or drinking. And me and my girl had a conversation, and shout out to her because she was real with me. She said, "I notice you numb the pain, like you have to do something, whether it be smoking, whether it be drinking. I don't sleep good at night, so I'm taking a Benadryl. I'm taking some type of sleeping pill every day, which I know is probably not good for me. So I need Moke. What can you do? Sorry, Mokel. What can you do to deal with this? So I start remembering things that when I was depressed that I related to, whatever. And then when I bottled it up, but when I forgot, the one thing that helps me unbottle is certain shows that may trigger something. And that's a slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get too triggered. So one show that helped me through my depression was Tokyo Ghoul because I related with Kaneki, and I know it's an anime and it's about ghouls, and none of the shit's real. So how can you relate? But just with what he was going through. But I tried to watch that, but then I just kind of skimmed through because there's some major fighting parts I love. So I just go and watch that. All right. What's something else you can do, Mo? Make beats. I've been making beats with Nick. Nick D, shout out Nick D. We making beats. Oh, 35, 35. I am making a beat package, a beat tape called 35, which is after my age, 35. And I'm going to have 35 of my best joints. I would say probably like 5 old, and then what? The rest new, right? So like 5 old, 30 new, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that's gonna be my package that I'm going to shop around with artists and yada yada yada, blase blase. So I recently got Showtime and Paramount Plus. And I love Paramount Plus because it has a bar rescue. So I've been watching that, but then I'm going through Showtime, and I remember the show The Shy. Shout out to my dog Shiloh too. Love you. But I remember the show The Shy, and I stopped after the third season. And oh boy, it was crazy because Keisha, she got raped. She got kidnapped, and then she got raped, and then so she's on season 4. She's going through dealing with. She's pregnant with. She killed the guy who kidnapped all the shit. Killed the guy, looked like a regular smooth too. You know what I'm saying? Killed him, but now she's going through season 4, going through the adoption process, being pregnant, and so she ends up keeping the baby. But for some reason, watching that, and I binged, and I'm not the type to binge watch like a show like that, but I binged. It was me and Stink. You know what I'm saying? And me and Stink's, you know what I mean? And I'm just binging. And then I remembered that that show opens up so much emotions for me because you always find somebody you can relate to. No, I cannot relate to somebody being kidnapped and brutally raped because that is fucked up. But I just relate to her dealing with the trauma, things that may remind her of something and she's super cautious about it. And then seeing the other kids going through their stuff, and it hit me. I said, yo, I am due for a good cry. I'm due for a good cry. I might cry after this, just so you know. And so I started listening to the music. One song that makes me cry a lot is "War Baby" by Roddy Rich. One of the lines he says, "I know the worst conditions make a champion," and that's true. And then when the choir hits, "We was hopping out in broad day, so we feeds it hallway. Hope I don't wake up tomorrow." And man, I was like, "Yo, Moke, you got to deal with this shit, bruh. You have to deal with it." And I hate it. I hate it because if you know me, I am a walking defense mechanism. I joke around a lot. I play. I do all this stuff because I don't want to deal with the trauma. I don't want to deal with the trauma. I just want to just live this life and forget about the trauma. You know, when I was in the islands, I had to check myself because I was dealing with the death of my daughter so much that I tried to tell myself, like, hey, she's gone. You just forget about her. And I tried, and that shit worked for about 3 weeks. And then it came crashing down, you know? And even in the islands, I was going to counselors, all that, whatever, and it got to a point where they were like, yo, we don't think you need to come back here anymore because you were dealing with it well. But the reason why I was dealing with it well is because I was going to counseling, talking, and so when I was caught up in it, I was like, yo, I'm good. I am good. I am great. I am God with an extra O. Good. But I'm not. Wasn't. You know what I mean? And even with even then, I was masking it. You know what I mean? Because I was doing coke. You know what I'm saying? I was doing coke. I was popping E. You know what I mean? I'm drinking Henny all the fucking time. Cruising around too. And so now that I'm in this mind state where I'm realizing that, I mean, obviously, I'm realizing I'm getting older as the day goes by, and there's a lot of things that aren't bothering me how it used to, but then there's small things that bother me. And I was having a talk with my daughter Ava last week. Shout out to Ava, because it's crazy. Because when I had COVID, she had COVID, and then Stink had COVID, so we was all down bad. And I was, kind of talking to her because I try not to just, like divulge my trauma and stuff and things like that to my kids. But me and her, we talk, and so, I tell I miss Ro, blah, blah, blah. And asking, like, what you think about, me and my temperament, all that. And she said, Dad, sometimes you just gotta relax. You be woofing over the smallest stuff. But when the big thing happened, you cool. I said, yo, thank you for that. Thank you for telling me that. And everything, we talk about, I take it in consideration, because I don't divulge how I'm really, really, really feeling because I don't want people to worry about me. But I need to talk to somebody, you know? And it's not necessary that I want to get on some type of mood stabilizer and blah blah blah, which I probably need because I'm not against medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's just the action of doing, of getting up and doing, and go getting the medicine, going the process. I hate the process of stuff. I hate initial processes of stuff. Processes. Is that processes? Processes? Processes. Process. processes. My bad. I'm gonna get words gonna fuck me up all day. But I, and then even coming on here talking about it is like a little violin, same shit, Moke. You're going through it again, Moke. That's how I feel. People may not feel that way, but that's how I feel. And that's when I have these ugly, beautiful meltdowns. But just going back to my grandma, it just let me know, because my grandma lived both my grandparents, all four of my grandparents lived a full great life, but it's the selfishness that you want the person back, even if God took them. Sorry to air quote that, but even if God took them, you want the person back for your selfish reason because you don't want to hurt and you just want them there. And man, boy, it's tough. And that's when I'm like, yo, I know I be talking about death and I tell my niggas, like, yo, when I die, y'all better smoke my ashes, blah, blah, blah. Preposterous, I know. But I am scared of death. I'm scared of the thought of thinking of my mom, my dad, my stepdad, my girl, my brother. I want to die before everybody. And that's selfish. Yes, it is. It's very selfish because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. So that's what I'm going through right now. I'm going through a whole bunch of he blah, blue blah, blee blah. But it is what it is, man. I'm tired. I got like what 3 hours of sleep yesterday. I work overnight. So it is what it is, man. I'm about to get about this joint, wearing the gloves. But now I gotta take one glove off to move the little mouse thing. But as always, penmanshipclothing.com. Shout out Muggsy. Enter code MOKE20. I don't know if y'all are doing that, but you should do yourself that favor and save yourself 20% of your purchase. Go add me on IG. My other IG is blocked. I was talking reckless to Nicki Minaj, and yo, either somebody reported me or boy, you type something bad and they off tiggity. But shout out Jackie Vinci. I know she has a show this Saturday. I was invited. I don't know if I'm gonna go because I am a hermit and I be having a hard time to get out. But yeah. And NFTs are a scam. And now they got my people like my friend Jackie, her catalog and stuff. They got on NFT and she didn't even say yo. So it's crazy. NFT's a scam. I know I bought into a Tory Lane NFT. Never got it. Will got it. That's cool because I thought I could flip it. But I don't know shit about shit. So I didn't flip it, but Will had it, said it's a dope album. Cool. NFTs are a scam. I'm going to just fuck buying NFTs. I'm right clicking all your NFTs and saving as and using them as my Avi because me, the Milkman, me no give up. I'm off the grid.